In recent years, the influence of the LGBTQ+ community has surged across society. From groundbreaking laws to reshaped narratives in media, this movement is leaving a profound impact. Take Washington State, for example, which recently passed a bill requiring the inclusion of LGBTQ+ history in public schools, a step that underscores a broader societal shift. But while legislation is critical, the most visible force driving this change is Hollywood. Celebrities, films, and TV shows have amplified LGBTQ+ voices, breaking barriers and reshaping cultural perceptions. Today, we'll explore how Hollywood has been at the forefront of this transformation and how its influence is inspiring change worldwide. The early struggles of LGBTQ+ representation in Hollywood. The portrayal of LGBTQ+ characters in Hollywood has come a long way, but it wasn't always this way. For decades, Hollywood's approach to LGBTQ+ representation was heavily censored and limited. Under the Hays Code, 1930 to 1968, which regulated the film industry's portrayal of morality, LGBTQ+ characters were often either erased or cast in a negative light. This period restricted the depiction of homosexuality and anything perceived as sex perversion, leading to films that implied queerness without ever explicitly showing it. It wasn't uncommon for LGBTQ+ characters to be villains, tragic figures, or mere subtext within a larger story. Examples of this can be seen in films such as Rebecca, 1940, and Rope, 1948, where queerness was implied but never directly acknowledged. These portrayals perpetuated harmful stereotypes and maintained societal biases, which significantly hindered the LGBTQ+ community's ability to see themselves represented on screen in a positive light. The shift toward more inclusive representation. The late 20th century marked the beginning of a transformation. As LGBTQ+ activists and communities fought for civil rights, Hollywood gradually started to reflect this changing societal landscape. In the 1990s, major films began to emerge that pushed the boundaries of representation, showcasing LGBTQ+ characters in more prominent, diverse, and humanized ways. Films like Philadelphia, 1993, starring Tom Hanks as a lawyer with AIDS, marked a critical turning point by addressing the AIDS crisis and discrimination against the LGBTQ+ community. Similarly, The Birdcage, 1996, with Robin Williams and Nathan Lane, presented a gay couple in a comedic, yet sincere light, breaking stereotypes and paving the way for more complex portrayals of LGBTQ+ characters in mainstream media. Television also played a major role in this shift. Shows like Will and Grace, 1998 to 2006, revolutionized LGBTQ+ representation by focusing on the lives and friendships of gay characters, normalizing their experiences. At the same time, Queer as Folk, 2000 to 2005, presented a more raw, unfiltered portrayal of LGBTQ+ lives, dealing with issues such as coming out, relationships, and HIV awareness. These programs began to shift public perception and show that LGBTQ+ individuals, just like anyone else, could live full, complex lives. Hollywood's LGBTQ+ icons, the Trailblazers. As LGBTQ+ stories began to be more widely embraced by Hollywood, several celebrities stepped forward to challenge outdated norms and offer more authentic portrayals of queer experiences. These individuals have not only become advocates for LGBTQ+ rights, but have helped to elevate conversations around acceptance and visibility. Elliot Page. Elliot Page, the star of Juno and the Umbrella Academy, has become one of the most prominent transgender activists in Hollywood. When Page came out as transgender in 2020, it was a watershed moment for the trans community. Page's courage to share his personal journey has inspired countless others to live authentically, and he has used his platform to advocate for trans rights and visibility. Laverne Cox. Laverne Cox is another game-changing figure in Hollywood. Her role as Sophia Bursett in Orange is the New Black made her the first openly transgender woman to be nominated for a Primetime Emmy. Cox's groundbreaking performance and subsequent activism have made her a global icon for transgender visibility. She uses her platform to advocate for social justice and LGBTQ+ rights, constantly pushing for more inclusive, diverse, and empowering representations of trans individuals in the media. Lil Nas X. Lil Nas X has made waves in the music industry by combining chart-topping hits with unapologetic queerness. His single Montero, Call Me By Your Name, which includes a kiss between two men, was a bold statement about LGBTQ+ love and acceptance. Lil Nas X has become one of the most influential queer artists in music, using his platform to challenge societal expectations of masculinity, race, and sexuality. His music videos, like Industry Baby, further amplify this message, redefining what it means to be a queer artist in an often conservative industry. Hollywood films and TV shows shaping LGBTQ+ narratives. Hollywood films and TV shows continue to break new ground, offering authentic portrayals of LGBTQ+ characters, relationships, and stories that resonate with wider audiences. These works have changed the cultural landscape by allowing viewers to see themselves reflected in ways that were previously impossible. 1. Moonlight. 2016. The Academy Award-winning film Moonlight tells the poignant story of a young black man navigating his sexuality and identity. Its delicate exploration of queerness in a tough, often hostile environment reshaped the conversation about LGBTQ+ representation, particularly for marginalized communities. Moonlight won the Oscar for Best Picture, sending a powerful message about the importance of diverse voices in Hollywood. 2. Love, Simon. 2018. As the first major studio romantic comedy to center on a gay teenager, Love, Simon showed that LGBTQ+ stories could be commercially successful while resonating with audiences of all ages. Its portrayal of a young man's journey to self-acceptance is heartwarming and relatable, proving that LGBTQ+ narratives could be as universally appealing as any other coming-of-age story. 3. The Danish Girl. 2015. While controversial in its casting of a cisgender actor, Eddie Redmayne, as a transgender woman, The Danish Girl nonetheless brought mainstream attention to trans issues and the challenges of gender identity. The film highlights the real-life journey of Lily Elba, one of the first people to undergo gender-affirming surgery, and raised important conversations about transgender visibility in Hollywood. The backlash and the path forward. Despite progress, the rise of LGBTQ+ representation in Hollywood has faced resistance. Some conservative groups have pushed back against what they view as an agenda or a forced agenda on audiences. Films like Lightyear have been banned in several countries due to their portrayal of same-sex relationships, but Hollywood remains committed to inclusion. The growing influence of LGBTQ+ voices in media signals a future where visibility, acceptance, and respect for all identities will be the norm, rather than the exception. Hollywood has played a crucial role in amplifying LGBTQ+ representation and advocating for equal rights. Through trailblazing celebrities, groundbreaking films, and transformative TV shows, Hollywood is not just reflecting the reality of LGBTQ+ lives, but also pushing the boundaries of how we perceive identity, love, and acceptance. The rise of LGBTQ+ representation in Hollywood serves as a reminder that when diverse voices are given the opportunity to tell their stories, the world is a richer, more inclusive place for everyone.